total state government net worth you can spend in the whole 20 years of 2020 to 2040 of 1900s to 2000s, that would be, you know, $316,000, $316,000, $316,000. So that is a state law. In 1939, it's a new law. It just started. It's way up there in the county laws up there. It's already been ratified and notified by Congress at 1989. So it's already in its specified accounts already. So it's already an AARP of USAA ana, uh, analyst. So it knows, it knows about that. So that's in the Porsche and Audi and Maserati levels right there. So yeah, but majority those are the cars that you have fun with. So when I say the state law is 316,000, I mean that's how much a singular person have to spend on the car or the life that they want to live with. Normally at a 1941 level. You know what I mean? It's 19 because people live long. It's a long trimester. And traditionally, when I'm born speaking to 6 to 12-year-olds, no, 6 to 80-year-olds. So you speak to a long range of people, as long as it's a certain common language that you're speaking, and a certain image that you bestow against the people that you are equivalent with, equal to, or that you're less than or equal to. Everybody's less than or equal to at that point. So there's no God there. So it's basically an employee based religion. So it just depends on how you relate yourself to the religion and where it can transport you in the future. So every religion should be like a school or something. You know what I mean? That you know it'll teach world cultures that it'll get it'll knock animosity down, reduce it, cool it off, hydrate it, keeps it replenished. You drink, you just need to drink more water. In state law, Texas Parks and Wildlife, all Sparks and Pizza, main event, all those places, you just need to drink high amounts of water and keep steady with a balance of art. You like you like playing with clay, hands on. Then you like playing with clay. And you like playing with pottery. That's 2880. That's what you like to play. You like the infinity analysis. You like the nice truck the infinity has bestowed upon of us of about 1918. So it's a good percentage of art being bestowed and um, um, yeah. So what I do is I keep calm and let our junction function. That compounds can function the right of law. But yeah, like I was saying, the car range is like 316 you can have about like you're able to have 3 or 4 cars. And normally a 10th or 12th grade person would have something, a nice classified Honda or a nice classified what do you call that, Mustang, Nissan Altima, Nissan Maxima. um what would you have up there? Tesla. You're in the Tesla area a lot. Tesla and Nissan and Acura is in your area if you're a 10th or 12th grade car buyer. So that car gurus on the internet or online is going to help you out with that, and is going to tell you more what you like to hear about that. And yeah, that car is going to get you where you need to be. So you got a multi-powered on $90 of gas. Keep yourself motivated on $90 of gas. You know what I mean? You got everything you need. You're eating. That's your daily balance. And you gotta be able to. You gotta be able to sort with gentrification and resistance and all of that, because it is a party. Even though you think it's a party, and you know what I mean, because it's a party every 10 dimes. You just gotta know when to party and when not to party, and you know what I mean. Once you know when to party, you gotta know how to stay hydrated and reduce your stress. You gotta know how to replenish yourself. It has a lot of, you know what I mean, reduction and resistance going against you already. Just the fact that you've been an old specimen of a gentrified way. It was that way 5 years ago, but it wasn't that way 5 years after that. You know what I mean? 50 years after that. So you have to do your imagination on that, and pick up your Infinity or your Nissan or your Acura. Pick up your Infinity, Nissan, Acura, Mustang, and roll with it. Those are the cars that you admire all your life, and if you have it, that'll sensify your mind of how you want to spend your 20,000, your 40,000, your 60,000. It'll identify that. You know what I mean? Whether you want a Lexus or a Mercedes, that's nothing but a $639 detail to decision. You know what I mean? You figure out what you want to do with your money and how you want to spend it, and how you like. You know what I mean? You spend your car money on what you prescribe yourself to like the best. What do you see yourself a lot with? What do you see yourself containing yourself with, that has a lot of promotion, a lot of balance, a lot of cholesterol that's gonna take care of you. You might think of it as a battery, a Duracell, or a you might think of it as a battery, or a Interstate 80, or a battery Interstate, or Duralast, something that's nice and compatible with state of the nation, and yeah. So we have things like rims. That's when rims come in. That's what I promote too, is my auditorium, stadium, and workshop, and warehouses and restaurants. That's what I promote, and that's what I produce, which is, basically Giovanni and Forgiato 22s and up. Make sure they're good, compatible size and fashion to its origin or design. So yeah, I produce those, and I like those as well. So I would like to reference people to those types of rims, because That is a blessing. Those you got Forgiatos, you got Giovanni's, you got Ashanti's. That's all you need. All you need is some good wheels, and after that, that's all you need. You need a smooth ride. Them tires are gonna make you ride smooth. You use some Falcons, you use some Yokohamas, you use some Coopers, and yeah, it's gonna be a legit deal. Whether it's a Buick, Cadillac, or a BMW. You know what I mean? It's a nice deal. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure you have a nice selection out there these days in 2039 right now. So yeah, we actually are rounding up to the nearest 10 and jumping from 10 years to 80 years, and making a good impression on a good standing of Nelson Mandela and Gandhi and uh, Morgan Freeman. They were making good concession out of that. We hear he's making about 250 million, making sure he's praised up and have the leisure and authority to keep his 28.93 in his own hand and be able to deal with it. Because majority of people can deal with up to about like 9.83 million dollars. So what I mean, that's pretty hard. That's a pretty hard strategy, especially when you got people making money with different eras and they affecting bigger brands, and they feel like they're inferior of a bigger brand that's been enduring through the time of struggle longer than the person's related experience. The person's probably relating himself to he's probably relating himself to his own life and his own choreography, how he felt at one moment. You know what I mean? You have 68 different tones of feelings every hour of the day. So what I mean? You got to be able to motion some of that out and be able to clear your mind out with some milk or some rice. You know what I mean? Whether it's consuming it or inhaling it, you have to relax yourself and give yourself a good component of life. You know what I mean? Give yourself leaves. Put state of nature in your life. You need to put that state of nature. Hit that hummingbird. Hit that cardinal, or you know what I mean? Just put yourself in a water pond. You can put yourself, in or around the water pond, and just, influence yourself to look at the solar lights, the solar system and how it rotates, and then you're getting into astronomy and astrology, and then you just, you elaborate, you enhance and elaborate and analyze what could be better off of a main subject point. And my point on the newspaper, I had like 639 of them. I had, it was loaded. So you can make about 8 points on it and elaborate on it and make a good statement, and that's about the good point. As long as you can find a good lead about it and you make three good objectives about it in a good replenishable way, and it's known to dilute solutions into the intestinal system. That it's a very caution system. You're standing near, or you're inquiring about. So you have to be polite and be sensitizing towards the sound of ears. You can't be yelling. It just depends on the division of the age group that you're getting yourself involved with this religious origins. So yeah, you have that religious origins up there. You'll be able to get a cold point of a natural decision that helps you product yourself and more beta, more better. And right now, with all the velocity I have, I'm basically talking with Corvette engines. It's like 3 Corvette engines. Is just making sure you're you're elaborated. You already have been graded. It's on E-Verify and making sure you're completely certified and insurance protected as far as your body funeral and stuff like that go, and death and death, unimaginable death. Because credit score will give you hell. Credit score and those bill statements from court, parking tickets, interstate court parking tickets. Yeah, interstate tickets, parking tickets, stuff like that. That is different arts of mine. So it gives you interstates of mine, parking tickets. Yes, that's just about everything you need. I mean, better everything off. You're talking about speeding tickets and all type of bill statements. Bill statements are basically receipts that show that you bought a majority of things, or such things. It shows what you bought from your retail store that you was infatuated with at the time. So it's a bill statement. It showing you was at a place at a particular time looking for particular items. So yeah, that's Infomark. That's part of Infomark. So all we do have is just add color. Make sure it's a computer satellite type basis. We use Adobe and Intel to make a pro standard value of the digital technology that we will see. So yeah, it's all Infomark, EcoLeaf, and enterprise type entertainment going on right now. And it's just statistical belief. You never know how fast a car could be if you stop all the time and you have to speed up and keep going on city urbanization. This is towards Austin, so you're either going towards Dallas or Houston or El Paso, and that's the weather and geological science on it is still on a 1939. It's still on a 1939 basis, so you keep flight at that, and yeah, it's just open flight. It is open flight, keeping flight at new states and keeping uh yeah, staying aware of imbalancements and architecture. It is. Just gotta stay balanced, stay afloat, and do the right thing to keep influencing the right public crowds that you sponsor. And usually at this type of day, at a 9-year-old or 15-year-old, 9-year-old and 15-year-old, they're probably thinking of scouts. Scouts that are more unreligious. They're thinking of more of cartoons and numbers. Cartoons and numbers that implies that who knows, that keeps embroadment at that weight of life. 80 it tells the astronomer that keep greater things in God, and God, I mean God, I'm meaning any Senate of the U.S. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a good, it's a urbanized mind that we use. We use a new territory, new testimonial, new era. Hey, there's water. 80, 231, 80. Yeah, it's just different waters. It's just different waters you have to get used to in different languages. Getting used to languages and cartoons. 80. Watercolors and languages, so it's like a little different stuff there as it dispones itself. 80. 988 on 80.